Very pleased to be joined now by two of the leaders of this Michigan State team, Connor Cook, the quarterback, Shilique Calhoun, defensive end. And guys, leadership is so important when you are on a stage like this one. What's the message that you guys, as kind of the elder statesmen of this team, have been trying to convey to the other guys along the way here?
I think the main thing is to finish. I think looking at our season as a whole, the reason why we're here is because we've been able to finish. Look at the Michigan game. You look at the last drive against Rutgers, and you look at the last drive against Ohio State. Things that what we've been able to do is to finish football games. No matter what's going on early on, to just finish. And obviously our defense has stepped up huge. In the last couple of weeks, stopping the run, playing lights out as well. And Shilique can talk about that. But offensively, we're just our whole main thing is just go out there and finish.
I was, just to cap off what Connor said, like he says, play until there's no more time left on the clock. But the thing that I've really been trying to harp on, since I'm older and I'm on my way out, is kind of have fun. Understand that the game of football is just a game. Go out there and execute. Be gap sound and know what you're doing and know where your help is, because defense is knowing where your help is. But at the same time, have fun out there, because that's why you play this game. You play this game to be out there with your boys, to have a great time and live in the moment, So just, trying to allow those young guys to have the opportunity to come out here and live in this moment, and try to get back here. Have that feeling of, starvation where I want to be back at this point again next year.
Guys, let's talk scheme a little bit, and I'll start with you, Shilique. Tell us what the blocking schemes are like by Alabama, and maybe what team they were most like that you've already played.
I think they do a great job as an offensive line to get their hands on you, stay in front of you, and they're very aggressive. Have a lot of big guys up front, to where it makes it kind of hard to get back there to, their Heisman winner. But even when you get back there, he does a great job of making you miss also, or running through you. So I think that Ole Miss did a great job. It's a lot of teams that's come out and done a great job against them, but not on a consistent basis. I don't think that any team has finished out a game, and I think that's something that we need to harp on. Like you said earlier, you have to finish the game, and I think that teams may have gotten tired early on in the third, and they've been able to, finish the stretch out. So we just have to finish, understand that they're going to be great. They're going to be a great offensive line, and they're going to have a great tailback, and they're going to do their job with amazing abilities, and we need to play each and every play like it's our last, and play with that same intensity.
Connor, give us a scouting report on the secondary package, man, zone, maybe some of the key players.
Yeah, so coverage-wise, they mix it up. They'll do some man, they'll do some zone. But obviously, Eddie Jackson, Cyrus Jones in the back end, Ashawn Robinson up front. And then you got Reggie Ragland in the linebacking core. But you look at top to bottom. Their defensive line is so big, and they rotate so many guys in there as well. And their linebackers are very athletic, fill the gaps. And then secondary, they lock guys down. So you look at their defense. On film, they got the size, they got the speed. They look like an NFL defense, like I've said before. They're everything you want in a defense. So and comparing them to a team that we faced early on, I'd have to say Michigan, just the way that Michigan was able to stop the run against us and just lock guys down in the back end. So it's going to be a challenge. We're looking forward to it.
I think it's safe to say one of the reasons you guys wanted to come back was for this opportunity. How has preparation been different for this than, say, last year's Cotton Bowl, where it was a big game, but it wasn't this at stake?
Right. I just think it's just the amount of time you put in. Extra film in the hotel room right before you go to bed. Pull your iPad out. Watch an extra film like that. If you're on the bus, pull it out. Watch some extra film on the bus. It's just the difference in preparation is just doing more than maybe we did last year, if anything.
Shilique?
I would definitely agree. Watching film a little more, definitely trying to get in as much film as you can, and also just understanding that's a different opponent. We're playing against a totally different offense and defense. So it's more so just trying to focus up, understand them, and looking forward to a great game. But in a sense, it is the same, because it's a one and done situation for us. This is the next big game, and this is what we need to focus on. So this is our bowl game.
Connor, last time we saw you was on the set after the Big Ten championship game, and you admitted to us that you really weren't 100% with your shoulder. What has the process been of getting to where you are now, and where are you now?
Right. I think the main thing is with injuries is time. Time heals all, and what I've been able to have been able to do since the Iowa game is rest and have more time to do rehab stuff. And the shoulder's great. Yesterday I was throwing the ball harder than I have in practice since the injury. So it was good to get out there yesterday and zinging around a little bit. Taking all the reps like I have been, and just going out there and just being the old Connor Cook.
Jerry alluded to it, but you guys both said you came back for this opportunity, and now here it is. I mean, you're there. Has that dawned on you, kind of, that everything that we said we're going to do, we have a chance to do?
It's crazy. It's one thing to go out there and talk about it, and it's another thing to go out there and do it. And, the goals that Shilique and I had coming into the season, obviously we weren't trying to look too far ahead, but, it's always, make it to Indy, get to Indy, win that, and put ourselves in a situation. And I mean, going all the way back to spring ball this year, we had so many things to improve on, and even fall camp and earlier in the year, things didn't look too bright. But we just kept pushing forward. We believed in ourselves. We relied on one another, and that's one of the main reasons why we've been so successful. We say it so much, and Coach D couldn't be more right. It's chemistry. We win because of chemistry. We win with the relationships that we have, and just relying on one another and being able to finish later in the game.
He said it best, man. It's the chemistry, and it's just pushing forward. Like I said, it's been a rough season. I think that that's the game of football. You can win or lose on any given Saturday, and I think that we've done a great job of winning. Finishing out games and pushing forward. So it's special for us because our dreams are coming to fruition, and having this opportunity is amazing, not only for us but for this program. So. It's like I said, it's one of those special moments where you kind of look back and you're like, man, we really did do it. We are really pushing forward. We're striving for success.
Shilique Calhoun, Connor Cook, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.